Welcome, everybody. Let's see who is here. Hello, hello. People are joining. Oh, so good to see you all. Welcome, everybody. Thank you for your patience. There was so much energy moving around. I went to let you all in and my computer crashed. So it's just rebooted and it's now let me let you all in. Welcome, Olga. Welcome, Janie. Welcome, Carol. Welcome, welcome. So good to see you here. Alrighty, let's let your note takers in. How is everybody feeling? Are you excited about our time together? Where in the world are you tuning in from? We've got some more people joining us. I'm just getting everything set up so that I can see all your lovely faces and see all your comments. Beautiful, beautiful. Welcome, everybody. Welcome, welcome to the six-figure Leap Catalyst. This is the time where this is your time where your intention is to make a bigger impact in quarter 3 and quarter 4, because the ripple effect truly starts here for all the summer getaways. And the summertime is actually the biggest month of revenue for many entrepreneurs. And this is the time where you get to create an overflow of impact and profitability for the remainder of the year. And it is truly in the deep energetic healing that the transformation required to scale to the next 6 and 7 figures without compromising our quality of life, without frazzling our nervous system, and without the subconscious slowing down our results. That is where the work is, and this is where it is witnessed. Welcome, everybody. This is so exciting. I can see more of you joining us. Good morning, Karen in the USA. Olga, I am in Barcelona. Natalie's bringing in the UK vibes. Welcome, welcome. Hi, Zavivka. Have I pronounced your name correctly? Please let me know if I have. I hope I have. Coming in from the UK as well. My home turf. Bristol's in the house. Oh, this is so exciting. Welcome, everybody. Welcome, welcome. I'm just going to turn my slide sharing off for a moment just so that I can see all of your beautiful faces. This is just so fantastic. So a huge welcome, everybody, and welcome and thank you to Moses, who is joining us today as well, who has got you covered. He'll be helping give you all the links that you may need at any moment in time. And I'm going to just make him the host momentarily so he can let people in. There we go. And I'll reclaim it back in a moment, Mo. Thank you so much. So a huge welcome. I'd love to know, is this your first time with us for a masterclass? Have you been to many of ours before? I know some of you, many beautiful familiar faces, and we have some new faces here as well. So a huge welcome. I've been so excited about sharing this time with you today. I have just been feeling the vibes for this one and to be able to contribute to you all. So for those of you that are new to our world, I am a success advisor. I'm the creator of the Helix method, which is our powerful energetics and Akashic records modality, and I'm a master Akashic records. And our mission is to help CEOs and coaches live at their fullest self-expression, where they self-actualize and actually fulfill their ultimate potential. And we teach and train coaches in the Helix method, where they will learn how to create deeper transformations with their clients as they further develop their psychic gifts and their skills to create fast, predictable breakthrough results across the trifecta of prosperity, which is wealth, health, and love. And this is something that I am really passionate about, and I'll share a little bit about my story in a bit. For me, we all came onto this planet to have our best life. So this is the place to dream bigger and to make a bigger impact and to fulfill our soul's purpose. That's what we all came here to do. And today, So thank you so much for joining us. My intention that this is a catalyst for your six-figure leap. And I know that you're all here because you know that there's always a new level of your personal evolution required to go to that next six figures, the multi six figures, the seven figures, without compromising your life, without frazzling the nervous system, without energetic buffering. What I mean by that is without the results slowing down. And when we raise our frequency and vibration, we tap into a different timeline of opportunities and possibilities, and we start to see the synchronicities before us. We feel in that peak state, and from that place are truly able to co-create with more ease and grace. Does that resonate? I know those of you are here. Let me know if you had that peak flow experience where everything is activated, everything is flowing. You're like, what is going on? This is just incredible. So we're gathered together today for our 90-minute immersion. This is on the house from me, and I really want this to be a catalyst for you so that you can have the biggest summer months in revenue, the biggest impact that you want to make in the world, and for that to be the ripple effect through the work that you do, and you're reaching more people. And the thing to be mindful of is we are always manifesting, and so it is really, really important that we are intentional with what we want to create. We consciously know this, and yet when we haven't fully embodied the consciousness required, we can then find ourselves really resistant to the things that we know, doing the things that we know that work. Has anyone had that experience? And then the thing is, then that has a direct impact on our business success and the impact that we came here to make. And then suddenly we get to experience stress, our nervous system's being frazzled, cash flow slowing down, and all those things. And a cash slow month can frazzle someone's nervous system. At whatever stage of business you're at, whether you've just started out or whether you have got a seven-figure business, got huge money responsibilities, tax responsibilities, team responsibilities when you're running those businesses. And so a cash flow month can have a frazzle effect on your nervous system too. And it can kick in of, I'll have to work harder and have to push through this slow patch to get to the other side. Or we can hear ourselves saying things like, summer's slow, I want to have more time in the sun, I don't want to have to work harder to make more money. And we know our thoughts become things. So what are we creating with those thoughts? And then somehow we find ourselves rinsing and repeating patterns that we had told ourselves that we wanted to let go of a long time ago. And we told ourselves, oh, I've learned that lesson. So it's time to go deeper and to fully embody the consciousness required for your next 6 and 7 figures with ease. So I invite you to contemplate what consciousness, what frequency is required for your next 250K to come in. Whether you're choosing, because everyone's at different stages of business, whether you're choosing to allow that in a day, in a week, a month, a year, 2 years. And whilst the business will look very different, of course, to grow these next income levels, and the skill sets will have evolved and grown over time, that aside, we can apply the same energetic principles. And I want to share with you the 6 success codes. And when you focus and nurture these, you will grow to that 6 and 7 figure stage in your business in a peak flow state. So I'm going to take you through those, and I'll share with you our step-by-step guide to find out what is hidden and to heal the energetic blocks. And this will have a ripple effect on your prosperity consciousness across the prosperity trifecta of wealth, health, and love. And so together today, you're going to experience helixing together. And in the Helix method, this is our world-class energy psychology modality. It's rooted in science and spirituality, and we balance the inner healing alongside impact for manifesting rich and create that quality of life that you desire. And this year we are committed to helping over 2,500 CEOs, leaders and coaches elevate their consciousness and quality of life with Helix method to deepen their impact. This is how together as a collective we create that certainty for the people that we're contributing to in quite frankly an uncertain world. We've got the media programming, the government programming. It's relentless, isn't it? If it's not viruses, it's wars. Got biblical rainfall going on, floods, all the things. Entertainment on Netflix just seems to be full of violence and horrors and all these things to kind of create this low level frequencies to keep people in that triggered nervous system state. And then people think that that's normal. Whereas actually how powerful we are when we are aligned to our true self and we're actually embodied that who reflect who we truly are, because our triggered nervous systems aren't who we truly are. Welcome everyone who's just joining us. So to be able to master and elevate our consciousness and our energy to our highest frequency, what happens as we raise our frequency, we heal more quickly. So we can heal the collective trauma, the familial trauma in our energy fields for us, for now, for our ancestors, for our future bloodlines. We can become the great ancestors, good ancestors. Instead of our future bloodlines saying, oh God, I've got a genetic pattern. They'll be like, my granny sorted it out. My grandfather sorted it out. They cleared it. They healed it for the bloodline. I'm so grateful for our ancestors. So we create our realities and we create what we want regarding the world, but when we're able to raise our vibration and to listen to the guidance of our higher self, this is absolutely key. You may have heard the term super consciousness. So choose the term that resonates for you, whether it's super consciousness or higher self. I'll use the term higher self because that resonates for me. When we surrender to our higher self, we allow ourselves to really get into that peak flow state. Miracles truly can unfold. So for me, I am seeing a huge desire and awakening right now with more people wanting to step out of their programming, people wanting to step out of the matrix, people wanting to tap into their true self, going beyond mindset work, wanting to be able to go really deep because they know that's where the real transformation happens. So to be able to have the health, the wealth, the relationships that they desire so that we can have that sense of soul fulfillment, sense of self-actualization. And we all know that to have to let go of that programming, the thoughts, the emotions, beliefs, the opinions and the perceptions of others that have been imprinted on us that are all impacting the results that we're creating. And I found that people know that this deep work goes beyond reading books and affirmations, and mindset work really is the gateway to energetics. Energetics is the missing piece. So many people tell me when they come and work with me that this is the missing piece. People have realized it's deeper than mindset work. There's more that is going on. It goes beyond neuroplasticity of affirmations. That is really key. Neuroplasticity is a key part of energetics, of course, but there is so much more that is done when we work energetically and really embrace and understand multidimensionally the multidimensionality of energetics and the layers of consciousness. So this is your call to contribute to the spiritual evolution. My intention is that this training serves you. I've been coaching for, it's over 20 years now, I'm showing my age. And over the past 8 years in my own company as well. And I've helped thousands of entrepreneurs successfully lift the ceiling on their life and business. And truly, whenever I work with 6 and 7 big business owners, if there's stickiness in their growth or a lack of fulfillment, it's always coming down to their energetic alignment and what they're aligned to, the thoughts that they're thinking, the beliefs buried in their subconscious, the emotions that they're feeling as it relates to whatever it is that they're seeing in their reality, and the vision that they have for their business. And so for change and growth to happen in our businesses, we have to be energetically aligned to the expansion that we desire and embody a new level of leadership and wealth to be able to have summers that kick off the biggest quarters of the year in revenue and impact. And this is the key thing, without working harder. I haven't ever heard somebody saying, oh no, I really want to work harder. I'd really like to put in extra hours, not see my family. I really want the results. I really want to sacrifice all other aspects of my life so I can have the results. We don't intend that, but sometimes that can be our default pattern to go back to because it's what we know we push through to get the results. But truly, we can have these big quarters, make a bigger impact without working harder. Otherwise, we're creating this kind of roller coaster effect, and it can take forever if we're not feeling energetically aligned to what we desire for the results to be seen. And then our nervous system's triggered, and we start to old default patterns, and the same marketing problems may arise, the same financial issues arise, creating stress within family relationships, and that has the ripple effect, but in the wrong way, not the desired ripple effect. And of course, it can impact health. This is a big one. Serious consequences on our health. So when we're out of alignment and we're on that entrepreneurial hamster wheel, that's where it's creating exhaustion and stress, rather than actually the freedom and peace of mind that our soul desires. So often when I've asked people, why did you become an entrepreneur? It's because people want to make a bigger impact and people want to have that freedom and that peace of mind. Does that resonate? Let me know in the comments. I'd love to know, like, why are you doing what you're doing? Why did you choose to run your own business? I'd love to see your reflections here. Let's see what everyone's saying. Beautiful. And I will read all the comments if I don't speak to them all whilst we're together. So keep the comments coming in. So I really want us to spend this time. So this time is for you. To be able to focus on what it is that you want to create so that we can use this time as a catalyst. So this is for you if you want those remarkable results, you want to have a massive impact and profitability in quarter 3 and quarter 4 this year. Perhaps you're already hitting your goals, but you sense you're only scratching the surface of what's possible for you. There's some names I feel like I could call out here from those of you that I know. I'm like, I know you can do more. I know you can contribute more. I know you're on the journey for making a bigger impact. Let me know if that resonates. It's like, I think you're speaking to me. This is for you if you're a coach, you're a healer, you're a practitioner, and you want to offer the Helix method as a service to help your clients go deeper with superior results that hold. You're here. I know many of you are here because you've been telling me that you're interested in coming into our Helix Method certification program. So I'll tell you what that looks like, a little bit about that later. Right now, we need to focus on you. So I'm going to invite you just to take a moment to become fully present. To gift yourself a couple of letting go breaths. So you can just go, right, I'm just calling all of my energy back to the here and now. Take a few deep breaths. Feel your shoulders start to relax. Come down into your heart center. Be here now. Now is a great time if there are 5 million tabs open on your computer to close them down, turn off any notifications, put the phone on silent. Because wherever we are multitasking, we are training our subconscious, we're splitting our energy, we're training our subconscious so we can only receive half of what we desire. We're only valuing half of your time by giving half of your attention. Your attention is so powerful. So really allow all of your attention to be here now so you can fully receive the experience, this catalyst activation. And just so that we can clear any interference, just to contemplate, to allow yourself to receive from me. I know everyone here is leaders in their own right. And sometimes leaders can block receiving because they want to be seen and be the leader. So I just invite you to take off your leadership role, allow yourself to be open to receive all that I'm gifting you here today. I've got you. You're safe to be here, to be now, to be fully present. And from this energetic space, I invite you to consider, what's your intention for being here today? Why did you register for our time together? How is this going to contribute to you? So just set your intention of how you want to feel at the end of this time together. Contemplate what is your intention. How are you going to allow this to contribute to who you are becoming? And we'd love to hear, what is your intention? Share it in the comments so I can see. And as I mentioned, our energy follows intention. So this is why it's so powerful to be intentional. And my intention is for everyone to feel safe, to go deeper, to have a breakthrough, and to calibrate to their higher self, to be in alignment with their desires, and to activate that peak flow state for you to be able to hold it. So you're creating your next quarter in this energetic state. I think you're going to love this, because we're going to be diving in deep today to expand your wealth consciousness, to unlock what's been previously hidden, how it's all been impacting your human Wi-Fi, starting to change your energy through neuroplasticity, physically rewiring your brain, spiritually and physiologically impacting your levels of consciousness in your body and how you feel emotions in your heart, perception of reality, and creating your new reality. I'm going to give you the six success codes. And truly, the results people get with helixing is remarkable. It's my greatest joy to share this with you. And the mentors that I've trained have helped hundreds and hundreds of people with all aspects of life. And it's such a joy seeing them celebrate their clients' results with people who've started walking again after 6 months period of their legs not working, and just after 2 sessions being able to walk again, because it was an energetic imprint of an emotion that was trapped and trauma that was held in the body. Things like, there's so many, but just to give you some examples off the top of my head, a mentor working with her client where the client hadn't had any business income for 6 months, and then she had a 16K month. And that was after 2 sessions. It was energetic. So I share this so that we know, that everyone knows that, we are powerful, energetic beings. We have limitless potential. And as I mentioned earlier, I've been doing this a long time now, coaching over 20 years, and we've been in business for over 8 years. And in my business, like any business, there's seasons. We've had seasons of growth, we've had seasons of expansion, we've had seasons of profitability, we've had seasons of contraction, we've had seasons of evolution, all the things. And so my background is I went from a career in the public sector, where I had no time to be with my sons. I had a growing feeling of emptiness, and there wasn't enough money at the end of the month. And that stress showed up in my body, to completely reinventing myself and creating a new reality. And of course, we're always creating a new reality. And when I look back at the sort of pivotal moments along my journey, for me, my father's death was one of the big ones. It was a big turning point for me. It really was that moment where I was like, I am putting an end to this endless working, missing out on my sons, missing out on having fun with my family and friends, because everything was being sucked into the corporate matrix of work. And like many in corporate, I ended up with burnout and shingles and chronic fatigue. And the synchronicity was that my father's ill health started. So I paid attention. I was like, oh, okay, I'm getting the message loud and clear now. And I wasn't willing to pay the cost of my health any longer, and to pay the cost of the impact on the relationship with my sons. So that was the final push for me to drastically do something different, and to be able to set up my own company, which, took some time to set up. And of course, now it's been 8 years that we've been running our business. And for me, my desire, we were talking about freedom and peace of mind, I wanted to create that expansion in my life, to be able to make a bigger impact in a different way through coaching people with my own business, and to be able to have more of life, and We are currently, someone was asking me where I was at the moment. So we're currently on a trip around the world. We've been in Barcelona for a few months, which is very exciting. And we have finally decided on where we're going next. So I can reveal our next destination is, I'm very excited about this one. We're going for 6 months. Can't wait. And it amazes me how I think my diary's already full with people coming to visit me now in Thailand. The moment I said it was like, oh, I'll come and visit you. Can I come visit you around Christmas time? Will you have a room for me to stay in? I think I'm fully booked, but it's very, very exciting. But of course, to get there, as part of creating that new reality, packing up a house, selling it, leaving our cats behind. Oh my goodness, moving countries, running a business, managing my mother's anxiety, all of this, navigating all of this. Actually, everything's gone relatively smoothly. It's been amazing. And what I'll teach you today will help you expand the capacity within your nervous system and developing emotional resilience. You can hold that higher frequency for longer as you're navigating, the life stuff, whatever life stuff you've got going on. I know it's going to be different for everybody at that moment. So that whilst the life on, you can feel really good about making, circulating, receiving, holding, spending money, all the things. How does that sound? Does that sound good? So throughout my entire life experience, the one thing that I know to be true is that it's my energetic vibration, my own human Wi-Fi, my electromagnetic field that is made up of all the thoughts, emotions, and experiences that create my reality, and my perception of the experiences, creating my behavior, my emotions, all of that is this feedback loop. So if we think of our human Wi-Fi as a unique frequency that we're constantly transmitting out to the universe, signaling that we want to receive more of whatever the frequency is that we're emitting. And this is the thing, even if we don't think that we're sending out a misaligned signal to the universe, if we're not getting what we truly desire from life, there's some incoherence in our signal. Does that resonate? Who here, let me know in the comments, are you living exactly the vision that you have created? Are you getting parts of it? Are you, when you set an intention, are you 100% manifesting your desires? Are you getting about 80%, 50%? Would love to know in the comments. Let me know what you're seeing in your reality. So the work that we get to do, the gift that we get to give ourselves is this, the reprogramming of our human Wi-Fi, returning back to our true authentic self, so that we can create that coherence in our field, and that every thought, memory, emotion, experience that we have ever had and have had across all lifetimes is imprinted into our personal Akashic record. And for anyone that is thinking, what's the Akashic records? So the Akashic records, just think of it as an etheric database that stores all of the information about everything, every living being. Think of it like spiritual Google. The Akashic record of our soul, it's a holographic matrix that's held within the cellular structure of our physical body and each of the 12 layers of our aura. And there's a spiritual cord of connection that connects our physical body, our human experience to our oversoul and all that is. And the spiritual cord is an infinite connection to our Akashic record and the collective Akasha. And when we are doing the energy healing and the manifesting with the Helix method, we're imprinting into our Akashic record and changing our frequency and therefore our experience of reality. Make sense? So I'm so excited to share this with you because the principles and tools and techniques of what I teach in the Helix method, what I've done to recreate my reality life is what I teach within our certification programs within the Wealth Portal. So I'm excited to share this with you today, and we're going to start with the 6 success codes, because that's going to give you the context of, so that as you're exploring your intention for what you desire, we can start to then find out what's been going on, where's the incoherence in your field. So give me a yes in the comments if you are up for contemplating. We're going to do a bit of contemplation on these 6 success codes, and then we're going to dive into doing some helixing. Oh, awesome. Ready, 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 ready. Okay. So I'm going to invite you just to take a moment to think about, so what is your financial intention for the rest of this year? What is your financial intention for this year? So let's say at the beginning of the year you said it's going to be a 250k a year. How on track are you? Are you 100k a year? Are you 50k a year? Everyone's going to have different goals. But I know everyone here is the six-figure leap catalyst. You're wanting six figures in some form, whether that's coming in a year, a day, a month. Are you intending on bringing in 250k in the next quarter? And of course, we don't need to be linear about it. Sometimes our ego mind will be like, oh, I've made this so far, so we're just going to keep going on. So let's see what we've got, what intentions are. What is your financial intention for this year? Pop that in the comments. I want you to bring this intention into your awareness as we explore this financial intention through these success codes. So I'm going to share these with you, and then we'll dive into doing the helixing. And these 6 success codes will enable you to grow to your next 6 and 7 figures in that peak flow state, being fully resourced and supporting your growth spurts. And when we embody these success codes, we're in alignment with our soul blueprint, and we're more impactful in our self-leadership. So our Akashic record guides brought forth this wisdom for you to fully embody, to activate this peak flow state. And it is through these 6 success codes that we embody our higher self-consciousness. So that's what we're up to with our Helix methodology. So these are frequencies that we can tap into to be fully resourced to master wealth energetics. And the important thing here that I really want people to remember, because this is a remembrance when we contemplate these codes, is to think of how we create with our words. We want to restore the words to their divine definition. So what I mean by that is the intended definition, the intended energy around those words, because that helps us with setting out a coherent energetic signal. As we spell with our words, as you know, if we think of the word, that is such a juicy word, abracadabra, an ancient word, a powerful word. Abra is the Aramaic equivalent of the Hebrew avra, meaning I will create. Kadabra is the Aramaic equivalent of Hebrew kiduba, meaning as was spoken. So the phrase means I will create as has been spoken. So what are you creating as has been spoken? And we know we set our intentions, but then what are the words that tumble out of our mouths as we're complaining about our day? What are they creating more of? So I invite you to use the power of the word, feel into the frequency of these words that I share with you as you reclaim your power. Think of abracadabra, I create as I speak. It's such a beautiful frequency word. If you think of abracadabra, it's got a magic in the word, hasn't it? Just allow the word to come out of your mouth, abracadabra. So this is an invitation to listen to the words that you're using, the intention behind the words, and the awareness of creating our reality with our words. So I want to dive into this with that context in mind. So the first success code, and I have these laid out for you in the workbook that we will share with you. So if you like to see the words as well as I share them with you, Moses, if you could pop the workbook link in the chat, that would be great. But the first one is divine love, the first success code. All creation comes from divine love. Our souls were born from this. energy, our soul's desire to experience divine love. We create our lives to experience ourselves more fully within these different life circumstances that we experience. At the heart of our desire to grow is to grow with self-love, to know that with certain love is given and that we are loved. And we realign to divine love by putting our relationship with ourselves first and offering ourselves opportunities for fun, fulfillment, and joy. And this is really, really key. When our manifestations are created in divine love, they are embodied with infinite intelligence and fulfillment of our purpose. So often people are looking for, what is my soul's purpose? Our soul's purpose has purposes. It's not one thing. And expressing love is part of our soul's purpose, sharing our unique language of love. So I invite you to contemplate divine love through these. How can you create a loving environment for your manifestations? How can you create a loving environment for that next 250K that's circling you, that wants to come in? And just inviting you to be with that question for a moment and just to notice what comes to you. What is the first thought that comes to mind as you consider how can you create a loving environment for your manifestations? What is asking to come to you and through you? Okay, I'm loving the money that is coming in, all the intent is beautiful. Okay, so the next one is divine light, divine radiance. So we know that we experience ourselves as spiritual beings in a physical reality. We experience our divinity through divine light. And when we are out of alignment, we are focused too much on the physical plane, and that's where we can start to experience disconnection. Often people will be feeling like they're just living in their head. They've got a disconnection with their body. They don't feel their emotions. Or they feel a depression. And where these stresses can bubble up and create this disconnection, of course, we can realign through our spiritual practices. So I invite you to contemplate, and you can think of it as divine radiance, is to think of yourself as a radiant being. You're radiating your frequency. And when we radiate, we in turn attract. We often think about, so again, if we're thinking about abracadabra and the words that we're using, attraction has an energetic of pulling towards us, but radiating is more expansive and actually feels like you're using divine energy to radiate. So I invite you to think, what frequency are you radiating? Is what you're radiating creating the reality you desire? If we think of the outer world as a reflection of our inner world, what is your perception of what you're seeing? So for our divine light and divine radiance, thinking about what frequency are you radiating, and how are you taking care of consciousness to fulfill your purpose, so you have that greatest fulfillment in life. Then we have divine truth, and it is in the energy of divine truth that shows us which path is going to lead us to our highest path and purpose. And we realign to divine truth by letting go of the need to be right or by loosening our grip on what we hold to be true. So we have this perception because of the programming that we've got. This has to be true because this is the programming that we have. But actually, when we align to divine truth, we allow ourselves to see more broadly, step out of the matrix. We open ourselves to the possibility of truth and our awareness of our unity, our oneness. And we access divine truth in alignment with our higher self through the Akashic record. So my question for you here as you're contemplating divine truth is, how are you amplifying your connection with your higher self? For our clients, Helix Method mentors, wealth portalers, those in the body, are you helixing daily? You know it works. And it amplifies your connection with your higher self, which will activate synchronicities and that peak flow state for longer. All right, let's dive into divine abundance. So spiritually, we all know that there is enough for everyone, and we create from our place of joy. That's truly where we create divine abundance, from joyful desire, from a place of already having more than enough, and from the place of being able to be truly activated in fully expecting our desires to manifest themselves in the physical world. And we can realign to divine abundance through giving and blessing all the resources that we already have. You could look around your room and just think, I bless that television. I bless that lamp. I bless this water. I bless this chair. All that we have around us all the time. This is abundance that we see in our reality. So I invite you for this to think about, what is your relationship with your resources? The resources of divine time, divine relationships, divine money, divine energy. If we think of divine time is infinite. This is where we're creating in your highest timeline your ability to be present. Divine energy, this is your radiance, your health, your vitality, your body as the vessel for your soul's experience. If you think of divine money is a true divine partnership where through partnering with money, you are able to make money, you're able to let money work for you, you're able to receive more money as a relationship. Money actually allows you to experience more of who you truly are because it creates more choices and opportunities through the transactions that it opens up. And our true selves are our abundant selves. The version of you that hasn't got enough time, hasn't got enough money, hasn't got enough energy is your stressed out self. That's not actually your true self. That's a reaction of the nervous system. It's not your true self. The other resource is relationships, allowing support in, connection with others, having securely attached relationships. Molecules together, firing together. This is so key. Your inner circle for your business success is key. So thinking about who are your mentors, who's your team members, because truly together we rise. Then we have divine power. Divine power gives us free will, choice. We are creators with the ability to make conscious choices, with the source of our own happiness. And we realign to our own power, to divine power, by taking full energetic responsibility for our life experiences. This is the thing, whether we consciously created them or unconsciously created them. God damn it, I didn't catch that one, but I'm now experiencing this in my reality. So I invite you to contemplate here so you can bring yourself back into an alignment with divine power. How can I take full energetic responsibility for my current reality? How can I bring in more divine power with full energetic responsibility for my creation? Just give you a moment to contemplate that before we move on. This landing, bringing in some insights, seeing how you can bring more of these codes into your life. Abracadabra, we create as we speak. Divine joy. This is our ability and the maturing of our soul to be able to relate in a blissful way with others. Our relation between all of life. How we can experience bliss, joy in each moment. Creating through the frequency of pleasure and joy. People feel that. They feel the energy that you're in. They won't know it consciously. They feel it energetically and subconsciously. This is why energetics first is so important in the strategies that we apply. So I invite you to think further, bringing you back to divine joy. What matters most to you? And let me know in the comments. I would love to hear what matters to you most. What gives you joy? And how can you simplify to amplify your results? So often we can scatter our attention by getting busy with doing all the things. A lot of it may be. So how can we actually bring it back so that we allow spaciousness in? We're not trying to fill our day by being busy because our nervous system actually feels safe by filling it all up by being really busy. Let's allow ourselves to simplify so you can amplify your results, have some spaciousness, to have more joy. So we'd love to hear what gives you joy? Being in nature. Oh yeah, me too. Being by the sea. Beach in Barcelona is fantastic. What you're radiating out, that really landed. Oh, awesome. Radiating love, joy, and peace. Fantastic. My children bring me joy. Me too. My children bring me joy. Oh, this is so exciting. Joy for me is easy, nature, coffee. Coffee. Love it. My dog. Yeah, being at peace. Beautiful. True friends. Oh, yes, so much joy. How can you have more joy in your life? How can you create more joy? Creating a leap in success. This comes from when we are fully embodying these codes in our creation of all the aspects of what we are creating, and noticing that wherever we're out of alignment, and then taking aligned action to create the reality through the embodiment of these codes. This is the embodiment of our higher self-consciousness. And there's so many layers and nuances to this, of course, which I go into more deeply when I'm working with my private clients, coaching in our group programs, training the Helix Method mentors. I want to dive into the code of divine love for you to experience this today as this portal for your expansion. So let's do this together. So I'd love to know who here has done helixing before, or has heard of the Helix method. Let me know in the comments. Or if you're new, let me know. If you're like, never heard of it, what are you talking about? Let me know in the comments. Let's see where everybody's at. Beautiful. Right, I'm just going to get my screen share on again so I can share this with you. I think I have to, if it will let me. Yeah, says it will. Let's see. Yeah, perfect. Alrighty, here we go. Show my screen again for you. Okay, so beautiful. Okay, so we've got people who are new to the Helix method, but a huge welcome. Olga loves the Helix. Awesome, awesome. I've been doing helixing and I can tell how powerful it is. Hooray! Okay, I'm so excited. Thank you for sharing that. So the Helix method, I'm the founder of the Helix method. It is a world-class energy psychology modality rooted in science and spirituality. And in the Helix method, we balance the deep inner healing work in your Akashic record as we're impacting all layers of your energy field and your spiritual cord connection alongside impactful manifestation rituals to expand your consciousness and elevate your vibrational attraction point. I'm going to introduce you to one of our Helix methodologies right now. What we're going to be doing is we're going to be unlocking what's held in your subconscious. We're going to be using energy kinesiology, or we might know it as muscle testing, to find what is hidden. I like to use the sway technique from applied kinesiology because it is the one where people feel the energy. So it's a really powerful one to do. So if you haven't used the sway technique before, then you're in for a treat to experience it. And I know many of you have been around the block with me a number of times, so you'll be well versed in using the sway technique in our next section here. You'll see in the guide, just to speak to that we've got all the steps laid out for you. And we've also got the summary of the 6 success codes for you as well. And I'm going to lead you through our Helix method modality, the ritual that we're going to do together shortly. And you'll be able to start to see how you can clear energetic blocks, beliefs, resistances, emotions so quickly, and we'll get you energetically aligned to your financial goal. And in brief, our steps are we're going to do a higher self invocation. Then we'll do some energy testing or muscle testing with the sway technique to uncover the energies, the beliefs and emotions that may be hidden. And I've got some scripts that you're going to muscle test on to see what's going on. We're then going to clear them with our releasing statements and breath work and expanding your heart coherence. And then I'm going to guide you through creating more coherence in your field by imprinting future self-consciousness, imprinting your higher self-consciousness, so that you're bringing yourself into that peak flow state to be able to create your reality from that state. Then we'll wrap up this experience with living in the energy of the question, and I'll give you some ideas around some aligned actions that you can take. But we'll also, once we've activated all of this, really want you to be able to be in that space where you allow yourself to receive inspired ideas, because you've tapped into a different frequency. So you're going to get new ideas coming to you that will enable you to get to that place, that next income level, that next leap more quickly. Does that sound good? Alrighty, so I'm going to guide you through our higher self invocation. So I invite you to close your eyes and to create an intention of connection through your breath. So what we're doing is we're increasing your life force energy through your breath. So bring your awareness first to your soul star chakra, so about 18 inches above your head. Think of this as your gateway to your Akashic record. And then we're going to increase your life force energy through your breath. So I invite you, do this at your own pace, to breathe in for 4, hold for 4, and breathe out for 8. And just to do that 3 times with your awareness at your soul star chakra. And then we'll do the invocation. So doing the breath pattern for 3 times. And you'll notice the success codes in the invocation, speaking to all others. I intend, in the name of divine truth, divine love, divine light, let all information come from my higher self and be in alignment with my divine truth, for my highest good and the highest good of all. I am creating a clear channel of communication and manifestation between my subconscious, conscious, and higher self. So they are 100% connected and in perfect alignment, and all working towards my highest path and purpose. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Beautiful. Now I'm going to invite you from this space. We're going to do the energy testing. So for this, I'm going to for those of you that are new to it, just to give you the quick overview so you can do this. You've got an image of what's in your screen. Essentially, you stand with your feet hip width apart, relax your knees, close your eyes, and you're going to say a statement or a question out loud to discover what's hidden in your consciousness. And your energy body will respond and give you a yes or a no. So typically, forwards is a yes, backwards is a no. You'll also have a somatic response. As your subconscious will start to speak to you through your body. So I'm going to invite you as you say these questions, and this is what I love about the sway technique, is because you have to really slow down to feel the sway, and then you start to notice, hang on, my knee's doing something, it wasn't doing something before. My stomach started gurgling, it wasn't gurgling before. I'm feeling a huge pressure across my forehead, it wasn't doing that before. Your subconscious is speaking to you through your body and telling you about your energy when you think about a certain topic, when you're saying these statements out loud. So it helps you to connect with these energies and the blocks, and then you're able to witness them as you go. So I'll invite you to think about, as your muscles are testing these, what can you feel? Can you feel the resistance in your body? What can you see in your mind when you think about this? And we all have limiting beliefs, resistances, fears, trapped traumas that can bubble up when we think about something. So we're going to muscle test some of these common ones in relation to divine love, having bigger income leaps, and the thing to think about is the muscle testing works because your thoughts and emotions produce a certain response in your nervous system, which is connected to your brain, affecting the movement of your body. And the unconscious part of you that doesn't rely on logic or rational thought will naturally be drawn to something that is seen as positive or true. So this is why you get the forward movement with the yes. So in a relaxed position when you're doing this and you're in a relaxed state, you'll naturally notice that your body just starts to kind of have these tiny movements. And then as you change the thoughts in your head and you change what you're saying out loud, you will start to move forwards or backwards. So we're basically using our body like a pendulum, like a dowsing device. So to get you set up for success, if you've never done this before, I just invite you just to do some thymus thumps, just 15 seconds. So tapping just where I'm tapping on my chest. And then tell your body. So you set the intention. You're in control of your consciousness body. You're going to go forwards for a yes, backwards for a no. And then you can simply say out loud, yes, 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 yes. And notice your body going forward. And then try saying no, 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 no. And notice your body going back. And then you can also try things for fun, like your name. My name is Alfie Havers. I'd go forwards. If I was to say my name is John, I would go back because it'd be like, no, you're not John. And so that can help for you to kind of get a really clear baseline before we start doing this work. But for now, do the yes, 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 no, 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 because that will be enough to instruct your consciousness to give you a clear reading. Let me do the energy testing in a second. And know that as we do this work, patterns that have been suppressed are going to start to bubble up. A little bit like, with a bottle of fizzy water, when you've got the cap on it, you can't see the fizzy in there. But then you take the cap off, all the bubbles are released and they start to come up and you start to experience them. So know that you're safe as you release these, and you're going to become aware of things that you may not have been aware before. Alrighty, so sound good? Let me know if there's any questions. Alrighty, we'll have some time for some questions at the end as well, if there are any. Alrighty, so I invite you now to muscle test on these following ones. So the first one is, I'll read these out in case any of you are reading using a screen reader. I have got resistance to receiving, so the amount of money that you want to receive over the next quarter. And as you say that one out loud, just allow yourself to have some space for the body to respond, to notice if you go forwards or backwards. to notice, give a little body scan, just bringing your awareness to your whole field to see, has anything changed? Does a sudden thought come into your mind that you hadn't thought of before? It will have done so because it's linked, even if it doesn't consciously make any sense. And then just got a yes or a no. I have got an energy reversal. So this is where your energy is going backwards, going away from where you want to go, preventing me from receiving whatever the amount of money is that you desire over the next quarter. Again, do the body scan. Notice if anything's changing. How does this feel? Any memories coming to mind? Then the next one. I believe sales slow down in the summer. Let me know if you get a yes, no for that. I have an energy making money in the summer. Have you got a yes or a no for that one? I have an energy reversal around inconsistent income. Have you got a yes or a no for that? In my revenue, I'm fully aligned with the success code of divine love. Have you got a yes or a no to that one? So we got some yeses. And let me know when you've done them all. So there's 6 of them to muscle test on there. And the thing is, we'll be doing our releasing. So we have a releasing statement, but we combine with breath work and bringing your heart into coherence. And what I'll invite you to do in a moment is, as we're releasing a belief, we're going to hold CB17. And I'll show you that. It's laid out for you in the workbook. And also to explain how we use the karate chop as well. So we've got yeses and nos and all the things going on. Alrighty, so fabulous. Once you've got your little list, I'm going to invite you to release and delete these across all dimensions, planes, times, and levels of consciousness. So you're going to hold CB17, which is essentially just holding that on your body, just between the nipple line, sort of where the bone starts to go soft. Holding it with your left hand, and you're just going to hold it as you're doing the releasing statement. So you do this for a belief and an emotion. And if you have an energy reversal, we're going to do the karate chop as we're doing it. You're just tapping here. So what you're doing with these 2 different techniques is tapping different meridians, help you to release these different types of energy, thought forms, feelings, big blobs of energy, reversed energy. Supports you to do that in a fast way. Alrighty, so what we're going to do is, this is the framework of what I want you to say. So if you have got got resistance to receiving over the next 90 days, you would be saying, I'm ready to release this resistance to receiving 100K over the next 90 days. I release and delete this from all dimensions, planes, times, and levels of consciousness. And you do that as you're holding CB17. So that's one on the chest. If you are releasing, I've got an energy reversal, that's your energy going backwards. So you'd be saying, I'm ready to release this energy reversal, preventing me from receiving whatever the amount of money is in the next 90 days. And you're going to do that as you're doing the karate chop. Does that make sense? Now, how I like to do this, I'd like to say it 3 times so that you're holding the frequency, and I say it once out loud so I can hear the vibration of the words. My body can hear the vibration of the words. I notice how that responds in my field as I'm doing the releasing. And then I like to say it twice internally because I have found as I go within, I am able to pay more attention to how my body is responding to this and notice the energy leaving, whether the pressure in my chest has got bigger, tighter, or moved. And you'll start to kind of see this awareness amplify the more you do this. Does that make sense? So I'm going to guide you through doing the first one and give you some space to do the others. I think everyone's probably got 1 or 2 or 3 to do. So I'll say this out loud, and then of course there's some space for you to do it at your own pace. So you'll be able to follow along. So let's do the first one together. So it's holding CB17. There is one thing I wanted to talk to. So if you got just before we do this, if you got a no to I'm fully aligned with the success code of divine love, instead of saying I'm ready to release not being fully aligned to the success code of divine love, because some people's subconscious don't hear don't and not, and that root of that word, it can create a misalignment in terms of reading the energy purely. So try this instead. So you'd be saying, I'm ready to release in my revenue, I'm fully aligned with the success code of divine love. No. So you're releasing that you're not aligned. Now, conscious mind and who's gone to school and done English is going to be going, this doesn't grammatically make sense. Subconscious doesn't care. So that's all good. That's where we're tapping into here. So that's how you say that, and that's why that sentence is there. It's not a typo. It is there to serve you, so that you can have a powerful transformation. Alrighty, so that's it, because I just wanted to mention that. Let's do that first one together. So I'm going to say this out loud. So I'm ready to release the resistance to receiving 100K over the next 90 days. I delete this from all dimensions, planes, times, levels of consciousness. Just breathe in for 4. Breathe out for 4. Just follow along. Feel your heart chakra coming into coherence, your heart coming into coherence through the breath as you're breathing in for 4, breathing out for 4. And now silently say this and notice how your body's responding. I'm ready to release the resistance to receiving over 100K in the next 90 days, still holding CB17. I release and delete this from all dimensions, planes, times, and levels of consciousness. Just taking a nice deep breath in and out. Notice how you're feeling. And then invite you to say it again. I'm ready to release this resistance to receiving over 100K in the next 90 days. I release and delete this from all dimensions, planes, times, and levels of consciousness. Just taking a nice deep breath in and out. Notice how you're feeling. And when you're ready, move on to the next one that you're going to do. Just give you a minute or so to do this. So keeping your heart into coherence by breathing in for 4, breathing out for 4. I'm going to do an energy reversal one. Remember to do the karate chop, so it's tapping on your hand here, just as you're saying the statement. Everybody good? Let me know when you're complete. Pop some music on for the next couple of minutes as you're doing this. Notice how you feel, how your body's responding. How the sensations are different as you move through the different ones. How many has everybody got to do? And as you finish this section, it would be beautiful to see your reflections in the comments. Did you notice any sensations, any surprise memories coming forward? Did you feel the energy change? Notice what you noticed. What did you notice? Oh, it did a little helix and it flipped. Yes. Beautiful. Alrighty. Has everybody done the ones that had got the identified the resistance to or beliefs that weren't helping them? And if there's still one to do and we move on and you need to go back, then of course you'll have the replay so you can go back. The replay will be available for 48 hours. So you've got plenty of time to dive in and to listen again. Feeling lighter in my body, have visions of me as a little child holding CV17. It's beautiful. So in my revenue, I'm fully aligned with the success code of divine love, no. So if you are not aligned to divine love, that's how you're going to say it. So you'd say, I'm ready to release in my fully aligned with the success code of divine love, no. I release and delete this from all dimensions, planes, times, and levels of consciousness. Breathing in for 4, breathing out for 4, noticing what you notice. Any changes in your energy field as you do that, and then you just repeat the sentence again. I'm ready to release, doing it in your mind. If you said it out loud once and twice internally, that gives you a subtle energetic shift so that you can go within and really pay attention to how the energy is moving. Witness the energy moving. So I'm ready to release. In my revenue, I'm fully aligned with the success code of divine love, no. I release and delete this from all dimensions, planes, times, and levels of consciousness. Alrighty. This is so exciting seeing these. So Olga's saying, taking the body after releasing the resistance. The first one had this inner image of me celebrating and jumping. Yeah, saying very powerful. I can feel a shift in my belly, sacral chakra area. Okay, awesome. Awesome. This is so exciting. So exciting. Alrighty, so if you have more to do here, just make a note. The replay will be available for you so you can tap back in. I want to keep us flowing, moving forward. So we start to do the exciting stuff where now we've done the healing and the releasing. We're going to now do the imprinting and starting to imprint the thoughts and the beliefs that are going to support you living in alignment with divine love, support you with having that catalyst over the next, over the summer, so you're being the kind of person that has high income months, has their best sales months in the summer. Alrighty, so these are the ones that we're going to do together. So how we're going to do this is I'm going to play some music. I want you to repeat in your mind's eye, so silently, for the inner rewiring technique. So I'm the kind of person who has, let's say you're bringing in 90K in the next quarter. You'd be saying, I'm the kind of person who has 30K cash months. Because over the next quarter, that would give you your 90K. So just work out the amount you want, and then you're the kind of person who has these kind of cash months. So we're going to repeat that internally for a minute. I'll put some beautiful music on, which will activate your heart, so you can really start to feel like what it feels like to think those thoughts. And over the repetition, that imprinting it into the subconscious, and the body starts to feel what it feels like to think these thoughts. And it will be making those physiological changes in your body and impacting your human Wi-Fi. So do that for a minute. Then we're going to do, I'm the kind of person who has high income over the summer. I'm the kind of person who has high income over the summer. Now, you'll be repeating them over and over. The key thing here is feeling the words. It's not necessarily about how fast you can repeat them, but just allowing yourself to be like, I'm the kind of person who has high income over the summer. But how does that feel like in your body? Just repeating it and allowing yourself to really start to believe that thought. And after that one, we're going to do, I give myself permission to receive more. We'll do that for a minute together. Then it'll be, I'm open to receiving money quickly and easily. And then we'll do, I love and accept myself fully as I am. I will give you a heads up when we've done a minute, so that you don't need to worry about that. You can just be in the experience. And I'll just get my clock so that I can do the timekeeping properly for you all. And then after we've done 5 minutes of the inner rewiring, we're going to do 2 minutes of out loud rewiring, where you're going to be saying, I love and accept the idea of the success code of divine love in my life and business. And just saying that out loud over and over again, so you can hear the words abracadabra, create as we speak. Hear those words as you're saying them. Alrighty, and then we'll have raised your frequency, and then we're going to live in the energy of the question. As we get to that bit, I'll explain a little bit about that. Alrighty, okay, are you ready? So I'm going to find some beautiful music, and let's see. I'm going to do one of my favorite ones. Okay, so here we go. So, inner rewiring, the first one, I'm the kind of person who has 10K, 30K, whatever it is, cash months. Oh, some resistance bubbling in there. Okay. Just move on to this bit, and then I'll answer the question of how to handle that one, Karen, for you. So I'm the kind of person who has 30K cash months, whatever it is that you're manifesting. Do that for a minute. Okay, moving on to the second one. I'm the kind of person who has high income over the summer. If you feel the resistance, you can say, I'm the kind of person who is creating high income over the summer. Time to move on to the I give myself permission to receive more. I give myself permission to receive more, just repeating this silently internally. Moving on to, I am open to receiving money quickly and easily. I am open to receiving money quickly and easily. Just repeating this internally. Time to move on to the last one for the inner rewiring. I love and accept myself fully as I am. I love and accept myself fully as I am. Beautiful. Now I'm just going to shift gears a little bit, inviting you to say out loud just for 2 minutes, I love and accept the idea of the success code of divine love in my life and business. Really allow yourself to feel the frequency of these words as you say them out loud. I'm going to do this for 2 minutes. From this place, inviting you to close your eyes. You can really allow yourself to feel this frequency that you've activated. And from this place, this of consciousness, to tune into the frequency of miracles. You can feel it in your body. Being on this high frequency is pure divine love. Inviting you to expand this frequency now. Inviting you to consider, can I feel so much divine love that I'm radiating love and all the people in my house can feel it. Neighbors can feel it. Can I feel this frequency of divine love? How can I radiate this frequency? This signal of pure love oozing out of every pore, radiating out of you. And in your mind's eye, to bring your financial intention in front of you. Bring the consciousness of your business in front of you. Feel your heart open. Feel all the love that you have for your family, for your friends. If you have children, all the love that you have for your children, your daughters, your sons. Feel this divine love crack your heart open. And send this love to your business. Radiate this love to your business and to your clients. Let this love crack your heart open even more. Feel this oneness, this connection. Your awareness that you are a multidimensional being. You're worthy of instant miracles, worthy to fully receive, worthy to be loved this much. Feel this divine love, this gratitude in your. You're alive. Tune into the frequency of miracles now, and you can search for it by speaking to all levels of your consciousness. Find the frequency of miracles. Notice where it is in your energy field. Feel, imagine the frequency of miracles. What does it feel like? Pay attention to what it feels like, the texture in your body, that unique energetic signature. Is it a feeling, a sensation? Bring this into your body now. Notice how it feels. Anchor these frequencies of divine love and miracles into your heart. You are a beacon for this frequency. You are radiating it out to all of the people around you. Radiating this into your business, to your clients, to your relationship with money. And from this place, I invite you to contemplate the question. So we've created this higher frequency, activated the consciousness of your future self. And I invite you to ask this question. You're asking it from a place of it's already happened. So it's like curiosity, awe and wonder behind this question. How did I have a 250k quarter? Whatever the amount is that you're calling it. How did I have 30k cash months? Whatever it was. And just take a moment just to be with this question. Just breathe it in. Notice how it feels to ask that question as if it's already happened. Like, wow, how did that happen so quickly? Notice how your body's responding. And any ideas, thoughts that are popping into your head, please make a note of them. These ideas are coming from your higher self. You get to take action on them. And if you need some inspiration for some aligned action, know that some ideas will come to you in the now moment and some will come later when you're washing up or in the shower or in the bath or driving a car. We've activated this now. This is your catalyst. So really pay attention to the thoughts that you're having and that little soft whisper from your higher self and your soul. And if this feels aligned to do so, I invite you to reach out to 5 people, perhaps who previously inquired about working with you. Give them first dibs on your next offer or product sale. Reach out and see how they're doing. Maybe you're going to be the universe for them and be able to connect them with someone else. Maybe you're answering the question that they've been asking and living the energy of the question of is like, how can I achieve this? And then you come, I've just been thinking about this new offer, I thought about you. Would you like to find out more? I give you first dibs before I take it to market. You could offer an exclusive bonus for those registering for your services now, and then you deliver the services in September, or whenever you come back from, if you're having a little break. And to contemplate what action can you take that will bring in the desired monthly income, the reoccurring income, bringing it in the first 2 weeks of each month. If we allow the 4 weeks, it's going to take 4 weeks. But if we focus and say, I'm bringing it in the 2 weeks, you're collapsing the timelines. That is going to start creating momentum. How can you have that 30k cash month in the first 2 weeks? Make that your new normal. All right, I would love to know how you're all feeling. What has been your takeaway? I truly hope that this has served you. I'm excited to see what you're all creating and the impact that you're here to make. So you have your highest months this summer. Helixing the activations that we've done today, repeating these are going to amplify that magnetism that we've created in your field. Repeating that is going to be super helpful. And whilst you're just taking a moment to integrate this, I would love to know what's been your takeaway. And in terms of next steps, I have an invitation for you. So as a successful CEO, founder, coach, you might just be just a few best practices away from expanding your consciousness to accelerate and amplify your growth and legacy. So as a member of the Six Figure Catalyst, you're invited to book a wealth energetics audit with me. Moses will pop the link in the comments for you. So this is for leaders, CEOs and coaches who are already working with clients, have already got their businesses established and are growing towards 6 figures and their next 6 figures. We're going to uncover the fastest path from where you are today to where you want to be in life and business. Let's make this inevitable. And the QR code there will enable you to book a call directly as well. And Moses has just popped the link in the chat for you as well to book in. If you're a client in a program, then I invite you to lean into the program. We can dive in there. My capacity is limited for these calls, so I invite those of you who are booking in to book in quickly whilst the diary is showing the capacity for them. Loving seeing all the shifts. That was beautiful. Thank you. Still integrating, of course. Absolutely beautiful. You're so welcome. And for those of you contemplating your next steps, would you like to continue together? If you would, I would love to invite you. We have 2 ways that you can continue with us right now. So if it's okay with everyone, I'm just going to take 1 minute just to share a high level over and just comment in the chat the one that you'd like the information for. We'll pop it over in DMs, or you can email the team at clientcare@louisahavers.com for the full info. So I am so excited. It's come to that time again to open the doors for Helix Method Mastery and for the Wealth Portal. So I'm going to give you a high level overview and then just reach out for the information. So in the Helix Method Mastery, this is our 12-month pioneering energy psychology program for coaches, healers, and practitioners, where they will learn how to create deeper, rapid transformation with their clients as they further develop their psychic gifts and skills to create fast, predictable breakthrough results across the trifecta of prosperity, wealth, health, and love. They will have a complete toolkit of proprietary frameworks and 3 results-driven energy coaching programs that they have with resale rights. So they will also enjoy the Wealth Portal, the Body, the Love Codes live for resale rights. So giving them an immediate return on their investment and the ability to then sell these transformational programs with the credibility of being known as a leader offering the Helix method for life. And we have a special bonus for you. So the exclusive bonus for the members of the 6-Figure Catalyst is the Success Codes Immersion that we will be holding live soon. So when you register for Helix Method Mastery, you'll be able to enjoy the Success Codes Immersion before we get started in September with the Helix Method. So right now, just to give you a heads up as well, we have got time-sensitive savings and bonuses available for members of the masterclass. So just comment Helix Method if you'd like the information, and we'll pop it over to you. We've got a private invitation in a Google Doc with all the exciting details for you, so that you get to read it in your own energy, and we'll have a chat so that we can make sure it's an aligned fit for you. And I'd love just to take a moment just to share what I say. So I've got 1-minute video for you from Star, who's been in the healing world for over 50 years. She's going to just share the impact of the Helix Method in her life and her clients' lives. She just takes 1 minute to share it, and then I'll share some screenshots with you from our clients as well.
Hi, everyone. My name is Star Thomas Wise. I am a sacred wisdom coach, and I am also a Helix Method mentor. And I'm just taking a few minutes. Well, okay.
Who? She's coming back.
Hi, everyone. My name is Star Thomas Wise. I am a sacred wisdom coach, and I am also a Helix Method mentor. And I'm just taking a few minutes, well, okay, a minute, to actually speak a little bit about the Helix Method. I've been in the healing industry for 50 years, and I've done all kinds of things throughout those 50 years. And I want to say this to you. Nothing has shifted my personal life or the life of my clients faster than working with the amazing set of skills and tools that come with the Helix Method. So if you're looking for something to explore that's going to enhance your practice as well as your personal life and give you a heads up like nothing you've ever seen, my strong recommendation is that you check out the Helix Method. I hope you have a lovely day. Thank you.
Bless Star. So thank you, Star, for sharing her experience. I wanted just to share some screenshots from some of our clients' experiences within the Helix method and using the Helix method. And then we're going to dive in and just give you a heads up in relation to the wealth portal. Yeah, so we're going to start the Helix method in September. So let me know if you would like the information for the Helix method. We'll pop all the information over to you. We can have a quick chat, answer any questions to help you make an aligned decision either way. And then we have, oh, perfect. We'd love to have you, Katie. Yeah, we'll pop the information over to you. So excited. You'll absolutely love it. Alrighty, then we have the Wealth Portal. So the Wealth Portal is our 4-month world-class wealth energetics program for self-aware entrepreneurs who will expand their wealth consciousness and break through hidden upper money limits by balancing the deep inner healing work alongside impactful manifestation rituals. So let's make it easier to 250k. And for those of you joining us in the Wealth Portal, you will also receive the bonus of the success codes immersion. It's a bit of a mouthful, that one. So just pop the Wealth Portal in the comments or message us privately and we'll get all the juicy details over to you. Just to give you a heads up as well for the Wealth Portal, this is the last intake for 2024. And then the doors will be closing and you won't be able to come and join us again until 2025. So I know many of you have been telling me that next time we're going to come into the Wealth Portal. So now is the time to step in. This will truly support you in making sure that the manifestation is inevitable. So I'm so excited to welcome those of you that are joining us in the Wealth Portal. And of course, if you're unsure about, which is the most aligned for you, then do book in a wealth energetics audit with me. Let me know that you're contemplating it and we'll get all the details over to you and we can have a chat so that you can make an aligned decision either way. Yes, of course, here we will pop over the information for the Wealth Portal for you. So just make a note of that, and after I finish with the calls today, I'll get those over to you. Fantastic, thank you. Alrighty, and with that, that is a wrap. As I said, do book in for your wealth energetics audit, and if you're contemplating the programs and you're not sure which one to reach out for, then do just send me a message or book in for the wealth energetics audit and we can have a chat about what that looks like as a part of our conversation. And with that is a wrap. Thank you so much for joining us, whether you're live with me or on the replay. I hope that this has served you. It has been my highest honor to share this with you. We're going to leave the room open just for a bit so you can grab the links, you can book the audit. As I mentioned, I've got limited capacity for these, so be sure to book in yours. And if you are already a client, then lean into the program that you're already in, as we'll dive in deeper there, of course. And I will see you all very, very soon. Oh, you're so welcome. Thank you so much. Sending you all so much love.